All right, coming off that intro, I hope you guys are excited to learn about weekly planning. The first thing I want you guys to know when you look at this aspect of our planning system, it is designed to be something that you do each and every week. How long should this task be is one of the very first questions that I get from people that are looking at this particular page as well as our daily pages. First and foremost, the weekly planning review page was designed to be something that maybe you looked at on Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, or the very first thing you did Monday mornings. Traditionally speaking, I spend about 15 to 20 minutes a week on this page. For those that are first starting, it might take a little bit longer, but as you start to utilize this page, you'll find the benefits and you'll find a way to work through it in a means that is proficient for you. So let's learn about the intention of this particular page. It starts off by looking at what your accomplishments are. When I look at last week, or I'm looking at the week that I'm finishing, what was successful, what was meaningful about my week? I want you guys to see what it is that you're doing and recognize what you got done. From here, let's talk about the unfinished business. Is there been projects, tasks, things that have been rolling from one week to the next week? I want you to be able to indicate those because those are the things that are maybe holding back your feeling of being successful. Also, keep in mind as you're doing daily planning or weekly planning, you should never plan for more than what you can accomplish in a single week. So if you keep writing down building a house, remodeling a house, you're going to have that on here each and every week because those aren't projects you get done in a few days. But if you are remodeling the kitchen, well, maybe today is installing cabinets. Maybe today is putting on the doorknobs. Things in that case that you can get done and accomplish in that particular week. From here, I want you to recognize the different things that are taking place in your life, in your environment, in the world around you that are maybe taking you off focus. Is it friends? Is it family? Is it work projects? Is it the environment? Is it the news? Is there things that are pulling you away from your capabilities, the reach that you have for yourself? And then what is it that you're working to improve on? Sometimes as we look at each and every week, we kind of have to have a reassessment of where our priorities are. So are you working on fitness goals? Are you working on having good communication skills? Are you working on being able to give praise to your staff? Are you taking time to read those books and learn about those aspirations you have for yourself in your career? And being able to make a written note is like making a confirmation, a commitment to what it is that you want to achieve. And that assessment can be accomplished right here. So often when I go into my week, I look at the different meetings, the different people that I'm embracing, the different projects and opportunities on my plate. And prior to this page, I would just breeze through those opportunities, those appointments, those meetings. I didn't really process the intentions of why they were on my calendar in the first place. And that is really what the goal is here. Recognize the things that are going to make a difference. What opportunities you have. If you're working on a proposal, if there is a program of activities in front of you, if there's a conference that you're going to, what is the opportunity? What is unique about that? And what does it mean for you? Being able to take a moment in time to recognize that will get more results from that opportunity as you approach it in your calendar for the week. And the same goes for the connections, the people that you're going to cross paths with. What is the intentions for the meetings that you have in front of you, and how are you going to maximize the results? As we move into the planning board, this planning board is something that I find that I actually work on throughout the week as there is maybe a task or an opportunity, a project, something comes up on my plate. I will jump to the planning board of the next page and I will write that in here. It's my way of taking the clutter off my mind and preventing me from writing a post-it note on my desk. And that way when I get to the time of the week that I've committed to my weekly review, I have a list of all those activities in front of me and I can see those. I will either wireframe this, I'll write bullet notes, I'll put check boxes, whatever works for you and your organization. Think of this as a whiteboard for what it is that you have to do. And then once you've completed that, and as you work through that, it makes the right side of this page really convenient. What I will often do is I'll start to look at the things on my planning board and I ask myself, what is most critical? What is it that I have to do now versus what is it that I can schedule in my week? What are some of the things that are not as critical? Then I look at what is not as critical. What is not the first things first mentality? Are there simply things that I could reduce from my schedule if I feel I have a heavy plate? Or are there things that I can simply schedule out that go later in this week or beyond into the next? And from here, I like to understand what is my overall goal? What is my intentions with this week? And what are maybe some of the things that I have on the horizon for the week in front of me? And lastly, what is the things that matter most? And what are some of the tasks, individual 15-minute goals that I have for myself? What you will discover as you finish out the week review, you should have a sense of being calm, a sense of readiness for the week, and you should also have confidence that you've made the right decisions for where your priorities land. From here, we jump into daily planning.